We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, two teams ready to square off.
With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Red on red. 11, Agate.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Faced for their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
11. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Will swing complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, kill! Go, let's go! Hey, so hot.
Now Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him the yard up to the 42.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Bombers.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Nix. Left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
37. Olay.
Here's Nix. This is caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. Buddy. His hand. Huddle.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Lawrence will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. And trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake, Nix. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Bombers.
Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 31 yards. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And a point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mason Taylor, 41 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or we could do it here in football, though?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, H.M. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
It's a game 2. And the Dolphins first down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And the Dolphins first down.
23.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
13, Luke.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now they'll audible to something else. To throw is Nix. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw, here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get him!
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins 12-yard line.
Captain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend.